Welcome back, my wonderful friends, my old times and new subscribers. Welcome back. I tried to give you an idea approximately when I was coming on, so I'll try to do these posts like I did today. I wrote that I'm gonna be on somewhere quarter to 10 or 10 o'clock. So now it is 10:09. I'm fashionably late by 9 minutes from the 10 p.m. I'm very glad to make it today. It was let's just say adventurous day in a way, but I'm very glad to be able to finally make it. And I do have a very vital topic today, very important topic for our present, for our future, for our safety, and so on and so forth. So everyone is welcome to join. Let's see. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me and see me. It's still a little while till my phone alarm comes on, so hopefully we won't be interrupted today with my notifications. I hope guys you can see me and hear me. We're gonna talk a little bit before we gather a few people. Welcome in, say where you watching from, where you joining from, and I will be so happy to talk about this topic with you today. I really think that there are certain conversations that can literally change the way things are unfolding, the way the history is forming for the future generations. And I want to honor once again today our beloved Charlie Kirk, the man that stood for the truth. And in today's conversation, I would like to touch on his strong belief in pro-life movement and his strong belief that women are beautiful, that women are worthy, that first of all, well, foremost, the most importantly, that women are sacred. That is something that most of these ladies, most of these modern ladies with alternative lifestyle, most of these ladies, they do not understand how sacred, how truly sacred women are. I want to talk, before we touch on Charlie, welcome. I'm gonna wait till a few people gather. Before we touch on Charlie's philosophy, I would like to share my point of view, and you're welcome to share your point of view on a pro-life movement, on the importance of explaining these things to the young people. I've never understood why people are so upset about the pro-life movement when it literally stands pro-life, when it is something that is give the essential, that has essential meaning, pro-life. So why do we call removing a starting life, why do we call that healthcare? I'm a woman as well, and I have a question. How can we possibly call health care? How can we possibly call healthcare removal the fetus out of the woman's body? Please tell me how much healthier is a woman going to get? This is one thing. If we just looking at the biology, we are not even talking about spirit. Thank you. Somebody says, good point. Thank you, Stover. We're not even talking about spiritual meaning, the emotional pain. We're not talking about these things right now. Let's just look at the clear biology. Everything that's conceived wants to live. To live and thrive. Everything that was conceived was meant to develop and prosper. So how is that taking something that have been taking a fetus that have been conceived, that the life had already started, how does that make sense? To think that, oh yeah, she'll be healthier, let's remove the starting life, let's remove something that so many women that don't are not that lucky with their health. I knew personally so many women that would go through multiple surgeries. I know one woman in particular she spent 15 years. It was, now I think they have better technology, but that was back sometime back. She spent 15 years trying to conceive a baby and going through, I don't remember, I don't want to say, but I think she has in those years she has a number of surgeries. Yeah, somebody saying you don't make any sense. Well, tell me, why don't I make sense? You think that healthcare, removing a child from a woman's body, somehow can make her healthier? Tell me how. Tell me on a spiritual level as well. Even a snake doesn't kill her child. Even a snake doesn't. You, when you decide to do something like this, you are going against your nature biologically. Okay, I'm gonna educate Julie. I'm sorry, ma'am, the baby is in your body. She is not your body. The baby is inside of your body. Look, go back to school, go back to elementary, and you will learn you and a baby have a literally different DNA. Even though you are her mother, the baby have a different DNA, and that baby, even if she is 5 weeks old, 2 weeks old, 7, 8 weeks old, that baby is already predetermined. There is only one smile that this baby will have, only one of a kind, only one eye color, only one DNA code, only one character. There is not another one that ever be born, and you want to stop it. You want to stop it from coming out of inconvenience. That is a sin on every single level. And I am making these videos with love. I know that a lot of ladies don't realize their value. If a woman would realize their value, she would never go and sleep around and be a side piece or somebody booty call to nobody. So you don't get into these situations where you having a baby with absolute monster. You don't have these problems when you say no. It's the best contraceptive in the world. You just say, no, sir, I don't see your name and a signature and a stamp from the courthouse. I don't see your investment in my life. I don't see the prayer that you want me to become your wife. I don't see a reason why we should be intimate, and so on and so forth. Let's see. Can someone tell you to not color your hair or makeup? This is okay. Again, you don't understand the simple biology, ma'am. This is my hair, my makeup. I can color it, I can uncolor it, I can do a lot of things. The baby is it separate. Go back to elementary. It's okay. Tell them, I don't know how old you are. Let's say you're 35. Tell them, I'm sorry, I'm 35, but I need to go to elementary today because I don't understand the difference between me and a whole human being being in me. I don't care if that human being is 4 weeks old or 24 weeks old. It's a human being. The child consists of your DNA and DNA of the man you were laying down with. This is not you. This is not part, it's in your body, but it's not part of your body. It's a whole human being. When the baby is born, they are on their own. There is no oranges. You don't give birth to oranges. You don't give birth to butterflies. You give birth to human being. So when you conceive, it's a human being. It's your daughter or your son. Nobody in this country, nobody in the United States ever talk about two things. About the regrets that women have and how they count every year and thinking, my daughter could have been 17 years old now. My daughter could have been 6 years old now. I don't want to make women who already done it feel horrible because they already feel that. They will never admit that. But most women that had stopped the pregnancy, sometimes it's pure peer pressure. So we are not here to hurt women. We are here to say that is your beautiful body and that is your beautiful baby, and nobody has the right to pressure you to get rid of your own baby. And the second point is that, have you ever talked to children that were born and become somebody, and in mind of friends of their parents, they should have been unalived? How many I've met, I know myself. Actually, I am myself, if you think about it. My parents were never planned to have me. They already had children. Life was very hard. I was born in a very, very hard times, back in Eastern Europe, back in times of collapsing of one system, and it just was, both of my parents lost everything due to socialist system changing and all of these things. They have not been planning for me. Their relationships have been also on the rocks, but I'm very proud of my mom because she gave me life. I always forget about this because my father, he wasn't so sure about it, and it's not because he was an evil man. He ended up loving me and being the closest with me out of all of his children. Men don't have as strong as a connection as women. We are more emotional, we are more loving, but most importantly, the child grows under our heart. Men in theory understand this. Of course, if somebody born in a family that is maybe, let's say it's maybe religious family, or they have very good example, maybe they're close with kids and animals, they understand. But men can never feel the first movement of the baby in your belly. Men don't, they were not meant to be. They're meant to work and provide. Later on, they develop the connection with the baby. But yes, I wouldn't be talking here actually if my mother would think, you know what, our economical situation is very hard right now. The relationship is going through major issues. I should not have this baby. But I'm so grateful. My life wasn't the easiest life in the world, as every single one who is watching this video, I'm sure you have a story to tell, the experience to tell. But I wouldn't be sitting here if my mom would think, you know what, we have enough of babies already. But I actually know people that brought so much light, so much love into this world. Their mothers gave them for adoption. I have one of my best people in my life. His mother was 16 years old. She gave him for adoption. It was in a times where she really had reasons to not have that baby. She really had reasons because it was a time where there is no way you can make it. It's, your life is over, especially if you're in a religious family. But she gave the baby for adoption, and this man grew up and he has most amazing life story, had done most amazing things, and just, he might be he actually might be one of my guests on this channel. So it's not, you can decide, my dear lady, I'm sure you're still here, you can color your hair, you can shave your head, you can put your red lipstick on, you can wipe it off. That is your body. The body of the baby is own body. It just happened to be needing your body to grow. Learn the basic biology, it's very helpful. Yes, basic biology, darling. Go say, hi, elementary school, I'm sorry, I don't understand. I think that that baby of the body of the baby belongs to me. But it's not. It's not. It's its own body with his own DNA. Don't thank me. It's its own body with absolutely its own unique DNA. It's born only once. Ladies, you need to realize that by giving yourself to wrong men, by giving yourself to people, to men who don't value you, you put your life in jeopardy, and you put yourself in a situation where um, you risking your peace, you risking something that is the most precious and sacred gift to be ripped out of your body, and that is your child. There is nothing more precious than a child for a woman. If you are not ready to have a child, you can do, you have a choice not to be in that situation. It's none of your business what women decide to do with their bodies. Nobody's forcing people to have abortions. Y'all just force people to keep them. No, you don't get it. Okay, I have a question to you. If a woman have a toddler, a 1-year-old baby, can, just because she doesn't want him, can she just get rid of him and not go to jail? It's already there and it's already done. A lot of people, a lot of girls on those campuses believe that unaliving babies is a birth control. I know that every single woman that is watching me knows that this is wrong. This is not a birth control. If you have a health condition, if you know 100% you don't want to have children, you're not a religious person, you can go to your doctor and solve this thing, solve that issue, and never be pregnant. I don't recommend this. I think it's awful. I think it's awful for your health, but never for a second think that removing a baby from your body, removing that little fetus, will make you healthier, will make you happier. No, this is not a health care. That is going against your nature that eventually you will pay for, sadly. Sadly. I know a lot of people that by the grace of God, their mother, despite of abuse, despite of pain, decided to have them. And those I know thrive. I know not everyone thrives, but those I know thrive, including myself. I keep forgetting about this. I'm very, very blessed to be alive. I don't know why I'm forgetting about this. Maybe because, I don't know, I just think about other examples and people, and maybe because my parents were married and they were together, it wasn't a one night stand or anything like that. So, but sometimes, ladies, even something, I don't support one night stands and all kinds of that comes with it, but sometimes that could be your best thing that ever happened to you. I actually know a lady who had a situation after which she had a child, and her life was very hard. Later, she met a man who loved her dearly but could have not have children with her, was not able to have children. All right, my darlings, we're gonna listen. I welcome other opinions. I welcome them, but stay respectful, okay? Saving someone's life is not crap or shite or anything else, okay? It's easy to have an opinion when you actually were born. You know, you wouldn't be talking here if your mom decided, Jude, ah, I think he should be discarded in a trash can. I don't think he's worthy to come to this world. Anyway, I have somebody who is a million times more eloquent than me, and we are going to listen to some of the videos. Welcome, welcome, who is here? Welcome, welcome. Life begins at conception, yes, even before conceptions, I guess, in a spiritual way. Yes, we connect in such a divine way. Um, Thank you, making the difference. All right, guys, so we're gonna listen to some of this audios. I'm not answering personal questions today. It doesn't matter what I have, what I don't have. We are talking about an idea. And today, I'm just a messenger. And I even shared with you my personal story that I keep forgetting again, I guess, because, I come from official family that is now becoming rare, but sometimes people are done, they feel like they're done having children, and, they feel like maybe we should get rid of this baby. It's inconvenient. We won't be able to buy a bigger home. We won't be able to buy a bigger Jeep. We won't be able to buy more gadgets. So, well, I don't want kids. I like my peace and quiet. I can't bring anything into this world. Well, you know what? You have the right to do that, but you also, the only thing we are asking here, understanding the consequences. If you know what to do if you don't want to have children, don't have them. Don't actually have them. Well, thank you everybody for the good comments. Thank you everybody for negative comments as well. Just thank you for coming on. Anyway, we're gonna listen to this. Wait, I'm sorry. Ah.
If I just happen to be pregnant. Oh, you don't happen to get pregnant. It's like not like getting COVID. I know how it works. I know how it works. You don't get the flu. I know. How about this? You take responsibility for your orgasms and stop eliminating people smaller than you. So you're saying I should carry a baby and ruin my collegiate.
Stop eliminating people that are smaller than you. You don't happen to be pregnant. You know exactly what happens when you engage in certain activities with men. You don't happen to be pregnant. It's not COVID. No, it's not. Listening to this again, I think
I just happen to be pregnant. Oh, you don't happen to get pregnant. It's like not like getting COVID. I know how it works. I know how it works. You don't get the flu. I know. How about this? You take responsibility for your orgasms and stop eliminating people smaller than you. So you're saying I should carry a baby and ruin my collegiate life? How about this? Instead of saying ruin, first of all, babies are a blessing. Stop talking at them as if they're some sort of annoyance. I will have to drop out of college. Number two, you play certain games, you win certain prizes. If you're going to go have sex... So you're saying I should drop out of college to support my child and supporting my life? I'm saying if you're going to engage in coitus, in the practice of having children, you might end up with a baby. So know that. And guess what? You don't need to have sex before you get married. It's not like showering. It's not like eating. Are you married? Yes, with 2 beautiful children. Wow, good for you. I could tell you're not married. Yeah. If I just happen to be pregnant. Oh, you don't happen to get pregnant. It's
yeah, let's just learn on our channel that we don't happen to be pregnant. We don't happen to be pregnant. We don't. We know exactly what you're doing. He wanted to say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Don't think that eliminating children that have no voice. What if, for those ladies who stand for this kind of thing, think about this. What if you have a little daughter there? What if you have a little girl? Imagine her smile, imagine her hair, imagine her eyes. Imagine telling her, you're not worth it. I won't be bothered with you. Your whole little being, your whole little fetus is already getting nutrients out of my body, already getting life support. But what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna give you a chance. I'm not gonna ask you if you wanna come into this world. All I want to do is to discard you. I don't think that you are worth it. And that is your little baby girl. For those women who are stand for women, I'm gonna tell you honestly, I've never felt more coldness, more heartless things that for women that so-called stand for women. Never. Ever since I came to this country, ever since I socialized, I met people in real life and online, those feminist women that look like men, things like men, they lost their heart long time ago. They lost the connection with their soul long time ago. I've never felt loved. I've never felt nurtured from these women because they don't really come to see the beauty in you. They don't come to encourage you. They don't come to give you love and something that only one woman can give to another. It's just like motherly, sisterly, beautiful love. No, this is not what's happening. What's happening is the competition. What's happening is that let's hate men together. Let's We hate each other, but one thing that can't unite us is hating men together. Let's hate them together. A woman, listen, I love I love women, and I especially love women that thrive in their femininity. Thrive in, just there is something about women only gatherings. We actually used to have those gatherings. Women used to thrive having gatherings and passing the wisdom and passing the knowledge. I don't blame women who don't understand. They don't know what they do. They truly don't know what they do. When they eliminate their own children, they don't understand it. So we are not here putting guilt or blame. We are here to, maybe there is somebody right now that is contemplating and thinking, most women who end their own pregnancies, their lives of their babies, most of them, they don't know what they're doing. They say, oh, I can have it another time. Oh, I don't really want children. They don't understand that it's a whole human being. And the funniest thing is that that whole human being will love you like nobody ever will. That's the only true love in this planet Earth. We love men, men love women, but let's be honest, our love is rarely as pure, because often it's still conditional. But love from a mother to a child, and from a child to a mother. If you ever been anywhere and you see a newborn, you saw the 1 month old, 3 months old, 4 months old, it's gonna make me cry, 5, 6 months old. When they see you, you're the whole world, you're the whole universe. There is nobody in the world. There is nobody in the world that will love you more. Mothers in the chat, put a heart. If you ever felt when somebody put arms around you, when the little baby puts an arm around you, there is nothing else like this. Nothing else. There is no friend, there is no dog, there is nothing in the world. Our mother instinct is so strong for a reason, because there is nothing else in the world that can compare to mother's love to a child, but also to child's love to a mother. It's something that, before you have children, your heart is about this big, like normal human size, but after you having a child, you really learn what love is. There is something happens with a woman's heart, with her psychology, with her being, when she experiences the love for her child. But also after a while, your child first smile, your child first kiss, your child's first words, there is nothing like it. There is nothing like it. Welcome, David. Welcome, Robert. Let me read some comments. People are so ignorant by encouraging and not addressing these issues, because it's so much easier to be irresponsible. It's so much easier to have instant gratification and to eliminate people that have no voice. That newborn, few years later, start speaking, and then years later have a voice. And ask those people that were subject of unaliving in the mother's belly, which is supposed to be the safest place, ask those children how they feel when they know that they were born just by a miracle, they were planned to be unalived. Ask them how they feel. Let me see if I can find the clip that I wanted to play. Thank you. Welcome, David. Welcome, everyone. I have this particular clip that I wanted to play. I forgot where I put it. Yes. Let's see. Trying to remember. There was this girl that I'm gonna see it in a moment. Let me read a few comments. I am originally from Ukraine. Yes. I am not French. I admire the beauty of retro, especially of retro French beautiful women, but I am from Ukraine originally. Welcome, David, again. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for supporting the chat. Let's see. Chris H. Wow, you're an amazing woman. We are so lucky to have you here in the United States. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it with all my heart. Thank you. You you play certain games, you win certain prizes. Yes, Jeffrey. It's like surprise, surprise. There are consequences. There are consequences in this world. Robert Autry, thank you for becoming a member in the house, and also my longtime supporter, Robert. Welcome. And he says, you get more beautiful every day. Thank you so much. Ladies, you also, I'm passing this comment to you. I want to tell you, if you're gonna keep watching my videos, you're going to get more beautiful every day. Why? Because I will inspire you. But just by being here, I promise you, you will get more beautiful every day. You will get encouraged because you're already beautiful. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So I'm sorry if the comments I haven't read. Basic biology, yeah, basic biology. You're also, Jude, you're also basic biology, but somehow your mother did not discard you in a basic biology garbage can. That's interesting, isn't it? Isn't it? You wouldn't be able to speak a lot if she would. Thank you, Tristan. I appreciate it. I really appreciate your comments. Thank you. I won't read it, but I appreciate that. So, well, let's see if I can find. You know what? I have this particular video I'm trying to find, but I don't know where I put it. So we just going to. I'm gonna give it one more try. Okay, something about pro-choice.
Choose pro-choice. Should a mom be able to choose to abort her baby if she finds out she's having a girl and she wants a boy? So you're pro-choice. I don't think that voluntary late-term abortion should happen. No, that's weeks. Not the question. So that's what I'm saying. If that's the woman's choice, then that's the woman's choice. If it isn't your DNA, why should it be your choice? But what do you mean by that? It is your DNA. Well, no, it's not. A mother has her own separate DNA. Yes. Her baby has different DNA. So why should her DNA should be able to eliminate another set of DNA? Because it is inside of her. Your location means nothing. Whether you're inside utero or live in Columbia, South Carolina, you don't get more or less rights based on your location. Since you're pro-choice, should a mom
Oh my
be
gosh.
able to...
Yeah, your location don't matter. Your whole separate DNA, whether you're sitting here in Michigan on your couch, or my darling sitting somewhere in somewhere south in beautiful southern states, or my friends up north. It doesn't matter where you are. Your DNA is one of a kind, unique. It has never been here before, and it will never will be. Your location should not matter on the chance of your survival. That's it. That's all. That's it. Yes, beautiful. Pittman Adams says, the Bible tells us to defend those without a voice and those without a choice. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I want to invite one of my friends. So 1 second, my dear friends. I wish I would do a link. Maybe she could have joined me. But we'll see. Anyway, yes, I'm very, very, very passionate. And CCGB says, okay, let me read some of your comments, guys. Let me read some of your comments, guys. Each fetus is a human and an individual with a unique DNA. Yes. How come that these people who say they believe in science deny the basic science? You don't have to go to school. So you spending all these years in school to not understand that your DNA are different than your baby's DNA, because your baby, half, 50% of your baby's DNA comes from your supposedly husband, from the man you're with. Human life is a gift. Let me read some more comments. You know what? I have some wonderful voice clips that I'm gonna play. I'm gonna replay some for those who just joined. I spent some time finding the voice without a sound, without copyright sound. But let me put 1 second, guys. I'm gonna put a little bit of a background noise. Just a moment. I want to read your comments before I continue. You know, I think as women, this this goes so it goes so much further than the physical. It goes so much further than anything physical, because for us women, it's our continuation. It's our sacred ability to produce life. There is nothing more beautiful than that. And only a woman that is give herself to men who don't appreciate her, who don't love her, who don't want her, suffer the horrible consequences of being left with nothing and having a child. Don't get me wrong, I think that men should be held just as accountable. My dear man, Charlie Kirk also talks about this. He believes that if a man have done certain actions to a woman and he's not being responsible for what he has done, he should be banned from normal society, from decent people. A man must take responsibility and take of the woman and of the child. Men should be just as responsible. It's just as harder to make them as responsible. You know, I'm a woman. I have been living life. I can tell you that um most men encourage most men that randomly you meet as a woman, they are all ready to perform, especially when you are young and beautiful woman. Let me tell you, it's just not, except maybe for men who grew up in a family that had morals and values ingrained in them. Most men will entice it, say, "Oh, don't worry about it." I'm not saying men who have faith. I'm not saying men who had beautiful families, mothers who have responsibilities. Let not say most. Let's say many. Many men don't even understand what it is and how a woman risking everything. So many women are don't realizing what they're risking, and men just thinking, "Oh, it's gonna be fine, I'm not gonna end it, I'm not gonna do it this way, it's gonna be fine." But no, this is bigger than this. This is so much bigger than that. Let me read some more comments, my beautiful friends. Welcome to my new subscribers. I see some people are subscribing to the channel. I'm really grateful for this. Thank you. 6 women in my family, all divorced at 29 years. Life happens. We are talking today about new life. There is no in between. When it comes to life, when it comes to responsibility, yes, there are men who are irresponsible and there are women who are irresponsible. But I think that most people who decide to stop the new life from coming, they don't really know what they are doing. Most of them don't really realize. Most of them don't realize what they are doing. Today we're also going to talk about what the woman is. Do we know what the woman is? Because it's all connected. Thank you. Yes, I love having my members and a lot of chats, and some of the chats will be members only. And some of the chats will be only for members to comment, and some of the videos when I go maybe with some people together, when we go live, they also will be saved in the members area. So also, you're just becoming a member of our Common Sense amazing community, so you're welcome to join. But you are already making a difference by simply liking, subscribing. If you're enjoying the channel, if you feel very triggered, you are still welcome to stay. You're still welcome to stay. Yeah, right. David says if a woman has XX chromosomes, we can start there. Yes, 100%. Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna only read comments that relate to the topic. Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate that. Um, if I don't know if you're a woman, I would assume, but I don't know. Well, take a look. Yes, I agree with you, Pittman Adams. Yes, I agree. We are all adults, you know. I understand when things happen when those are teenagers. They really don't know what they do. But when you're an adult, they say it's their own bodies. They just need to go to elementary school. Everybody who's saying that your child is your body, you are, I'm sorry, but you lack in basic intelligence. You need to go back to elementary and learn what's your body and what is no longer your body. What is an added bonus? What is a new life that not doesn't even have doesn't even share your DNA. You are only one person with your DNA. Your child has a different DNA that goes generations into the man that you are with. It goes generations into his family and forever connects you. When they say it's their own child, it's their own bodies, but then they do these crazy things to their own child. Yeah, I know. Oh, I appreciate the kind comments. I will read the compliments later. Yes. All right, let's listen to some more clips. Maybe we'll see. We're not talking about politics today. I'm sorry. We're talking about love and life. We're talking about what is a woman. Man, what a stupid question. If I would hear that, like if I would hear that people actually have some contradiction about it, if I would hear it some years back, I would think that like it's some kind of like it's some kind of retards. But they are at the what it is they are at universities, university campuses. You would think those are retards that grew up somewhere in the forest or like grew up somewhere on the moon. Like what what a discussion. Think about spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to not know what a woman is. That's a problem, honestly. All right, let's listen. Let's listen. All right. So let's talk about what a woman is actually.
A woman have a prostate.
Yes.
Can
So
women
transgender women,
Got
so
it.
people who identify as a woman within society, they present with their gender expression as feminine.
So you have to just give me a working definition of then what a woman is. What is a woman?
It is anyone who identifies as that way.
But that
and
hold
it's
on.
okay, you guys don't feel that way. It's okay.
Time out though, but that doesn't actually describe a woman. That's just saying that anyone can be a woman.
But do you need the
Nope.
definition of a woman to know what one is?
100%.
Because
Of
I
course you
don't.
do.
I
No,
don't.
isn't it just like a little bit silly you can't answer this fundamental biological question of what a woman is?
But again, you're asking me about sex. You're asking me about what
No.
a female sex is. And I can tell you what the female sex is. But
Okay.
as for a woman, which is a
But
gendered term created
again,
from the terminology of the
No,
excretion
again,
of gender.
because we live in reality, reject the term gender.
Okay.
Right? So at any point, at any time, someone can become a woman.
Yes, and they can achieve womanhood and experience it. They can experience what it's like to be a woman.
Guys, I have a news for you. You can become a woman. You can experience how to be a woman. Can you imagine that? Wow, magic, magic. Maybe I can experience how to be a cat just because I love cats. I wonder if I could experience how to be. I feel like a cat. I'm experiencing being a cat. Wow, how interesting. You know what? I want to experience like to be in 1940s old Hollywood diva with $1 million. No, with this economy was probably like, I don't know. I identify as I don't know who it is, Betty Grable, who it is, Rita Hayworth, uh, Heidi Lamar. Yeah, yes. I think I identify, guys, please call me Heidi Lamar at this point. Identify. I think it's actually I think I could be closer to another woman than any of you, any man that I have, any man that I have here on the chat. I have a news for you. Can you imagine this? You can experience being a woman at any time. It's okay if you have a prostate, it's fine. If you have any other organs there, it's just, this is all physical. It don't matter. You can experience being a woman at any time. I hope I will never catch you doing that, but yeah, you just literally go into your DNA settings and just change the settings. Welcome everyone. Okay, we're gonna listen to this. Okay, we're gonna start over.
Have a prostate.
Yes. So transgender women,
Got
so
it.
people who identify as a woman within society, they present with their gender expression as feminine.
So you have to just give me a working definition of then what a woman is. What is a woman?
It is anyone who identifies as that way.
But that
and
hold
it's
on.
okay, you guys don't feel that way. It's okay.
Time out though, but that doesn't actually describe a woman. That's just saying that anyone can be a woman.
But do you need the definition of a woman to know what one is?
100%.
Because
Of
I
course
don't.
you do.
I
No,
don't.
isn't it just like a little bit silly you can't answer this fundamental biological question of what a woman is?
But again, you're asking me about sex. You're asking me about what
No.
a female sex is. And I can tell you what the female sex is. But
Okay.
as for a woman, which is a
But
gendered term created
again,
from the terminology of the excretion of
again,
gender.
because we live in reality, reject the term gender.
Okay.
Right? So at any point, at any time, someone can become a woman.
Yes, and they can achieve womanhood and experience it. Like, they can experience what it's like to be a woman and being a woman.
So basically, to be a woman is just a mindset.
Yeah.
Males should have to contribute just as much.
Yeah. So to be a woman, just as mindset, being a woman, my dear friend, just a mindset. So how many of you have a mindset of being a woman, guys? If you need my help, I can help you with your makeup. It will be on point. I can help you with your lipstick. I can help you with your general experience. I can teach you how to use the heels. And it's just a mindset. So yeah, it's being a woman, just a mindset. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. If you need some pregnancy tips, let me know. I can consult you on just about anything. Yeah, just a mindset. Just with a mindset, I can wake up as a man tomorrow and have all the testosterone. Yeah, I can have all the testosterone tomorrow naturally, just because I think I'm gonna wake up as a man tomorrow. Yeah, I think that would be great. Where is my newspaper? Where is my coffee? Where is my beer? Where is my beer belly? I'm just kidding. Okay, so when it comes to paying bills, I'm gonna be a woman. I'm a woman. I'm just beauty in your life. When it comes to cleaning and cooking and being a woman and nurturing, I will be a man. I feel like a man today. Are you kidding me? Look at all the testosterone boiling. The funny thing is, hi Jim, welcome. This is so funny. So when I was growing up with an older brother who was 6 years older than me. And of course, I was looking up to him. What else do you do with a sibling, right? And looking up to him, in Russian and Ukrainian, we have different endings to the word. For example, I don't know if any of Russian people still watching me or Ukrainian people. If I'm saying in my language, I'm saying "Я пришла" as a female, "Я пришел" as a male. So we have different endings for feminine and masculine. So I had a moment, maybe you've heard this before if you've been on my channel. I had a moment when I was about 8-9 years old. I wanted to be a boy because my brother was so cool. He had all these cool friends. He was just cool in general. I didn't have a sister back then. I wanted to be a boy. So there was a time when I started wearing like boyish clothes, and I also started saying the endings, and it was hilarious. Nobody knew about all this stuff back then. Especially in our country, this is just total nonsense. But I remember my dad and my mom were looking at me like, huh? I think later on they figured out that I'm just going through the stage. It's not that I didn't want to be a woman. It's not that I didn't want to be a girl, but I was copying somebody who was older than me, who I thought was cooler than me, and I was just copying him. It has nothing to do that I was not comfortable being a girl. Imagine if at that moment somebody would give me books and say, you know what? You're probably different. If somebody would brainwash a child that just copying their brother, or if a brother is copying their sister, this is just a natural copycatting that kids have, has nothing to do with anybody's identity. I didn't know first thing about anyone's sexuality. I didn't even know what that was till like I remember the time, but it was just a phase. If you have children, how many children your how many phases your child had gone through, and how many phases you had gone through, being an adult even. So it's just really funny. It's not that serious. We are copying people that we're with when we are so young and impressionable, and that's why it is so dangerous when certain people believe that they're doing something so wonderful and great, when they put kids in a position to learn perversion at early age. I have another one. Something about we're gonna listen. Yes, Volley of Souls. I agree. He really was a hero. He really loved and believed in his ideas. He literally risked his life. I realize now Charlie Kirk was risking his life all alone. He was dealing with people who were mean to him, who were awful to him, who were disrespectful, but he always stayed respectful. He always stayed himself. There is not a single clip where he would call someone out of their name or have been extremely rude. Yes, he has been firm, but he have not been degrading anybody. All he was trying to do is to save our youth. If you and I think about this in about 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, think about these poor children that are so confused, that have to color their hair green, that delete their children. Think about how it's going to be, how tough it's going to be for all of us to live in that society. One day, if we are lucky, we will depend on people who rule the world. So what Charlie was trying to do, he was thinking about humanity. He was thinking about the world that his children will live through. Thank you so much. I'm gonna let me read maybe 5, 10 comments, and then we're gonna continue listening to the audio. I'm gonna even play some again because today I can play them all I want. These audios don't have, I believe they don't have a copyright, but even if some of them do, we don't care. I really, really appreciate those of you guys who support my channel. It is very difficult to start something over, so you don't even know that you being here giving me purpose. Giving me purpose to big purpose to my life comes from this channel. So thank you so much for being here. And a special thank you for those of you who support me, who subscribe to the channel, who enjoy, and of course, special thank you for those who go extra mile and support me and highlight their messages with a super chat. If you don't want me to ignore your message, you can super chat me. It will highlight and your message will get read 100%. I have a lot of messages now and it's hard to keep up on all of them. So, but let me read right now. Also, your message need to have content. I'm kind of dropping the messages that are too much of a small talk. I can read them sometimes, but if we are on a topic, I would like for a message to have a content. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. And David is just being thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate your continuous support of the channel, and I know that you are enjoying these discussions with us. And I'm always glad to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much, David, for being here, and thank you for continuous support once again. Much appreciated. It's not those extra things, they're not required, but they make me feel very special that I'm doing something right. So thank you. um Super chat rainbow. Yes, sometimes it is. um I would never live in Chicago. I'm sorry. Nope, absolutely not. Although there is a big Ukrainian community in Chicago, but no, I like being alive. Uh, I like being alive, you know. Uh, Please don't forget to double tap on the screen or hit like button, subscribe. Thank you, man in the van. I appreciate you. Um, Yes, yes, CCGB. Jim, Antifa and BLM thrive only because the government feared political correctness. Yes, horrible organizations and horrific people. It's just corruption at its best. The political left just lies about their enemies all the time. Yes, cannot say it's not so. Nearly all of the criticism of Charlie Kirk is alive. Yeah, is a lie. Yes, it is. The thing is, he was so kind, even if he disagreed with you. He was so kind to everybody. And you know, when somebody wants you to thrive, how can you be nasty? How can you be mean to somebody who wants you? You may disagree. You know, when you're a teenager and your parents tell you things, you think they're stupid. You don't want to listen to them. But then when you come to their age, you realize, oh man, they were right. Nobody wants to hear the truth, right? Nobody wants to hear the truth. Nobody wants to make hard choices. Cat Casey, thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. Charlie was not against the civil rights movements. That's a total BS, but we'll talk about it in another video. Today we're talking about what is a woman, and we're having a pro-life conversation, but that is not true. That is completely not true, and I have video clips to debunk it. He believes that everyone can thrive. Thank you, Ferdinand. Thank you, CJ Jensen. All right, guys, shall we listen to some more things? I'm glad you were in Ukraine. Okay, all right. So, thank you again. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for the kind words. It's okay. Everybody is open to anybody is open to live, and I hope you find what you like, and do the most of your days, do the most of your life, and find people who inspire you. There's no pressure. um yes, I know, I'm so evil for wanting for babies to be born. I know it's just so controversial. It's so controversial when God give you a chance to become a mother. Oh, it would be too much honor to block you, darling. You will leave yourself. But somehow you're here. Why are you here? Why are you torturing yourself? You say you don't enjoy it. Everybody's delusional. Why are you here? You can't resist. Even a woman cannot resist another woman's feminine charm. If you really hated this, you would be out. Either you like to bring pain to yourself, so you're watching somebody you cannot stand, or or you're really enjoying it. Deep down, you know that that is the truth. I don't know. Oi, my God, almost blocked somebody by mistake. Yeah, I know how delusional society become. I imagine when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, if somebody would tell me that they don't know what a woman is, I would think they need to see, they need to go to a hospital. Do you consider social media as entertainment or as work or as something so important like breathing that makes you anxious to be constantly connected? You asking about me personally or in general? I think it depends what you do with it. For me, I take breaks from social media. I'm not anxious. I do not check my Facebook. I do not follow many people. So it depends. For me, I love using social media as a force for good, but in general, I think it could be, it's really like fire. You know, you can use fire and get warm. You can use fire and get burned. Thank you, Goblin. Real deal prime time. Welcome. Don't let people bring you down, pretty lady. No, I will not. Don't worry about my country problems. You have your own here. You know, in my country, women under the missiles, it's not their fault that they are in that position. They're still having kids, believe it or not. They have wounds, they are bleeding, and they're still giving birth to children. So, if I would be you, I would be very quiet about someone else's country, knowing that there is war. Okay. This is the problem with women that don't have mother instinct. They just, their heart is never in the right place. And by the way, women in my country would never dream of thinking that they can be men. They can be brave, they can be strong, they can learn how to use guns if they need to. They will give their life for their children. They never would think of sacrificing them. Ma'am. That's why when I go outside, when I go to bigger cities, I go to the store, I see women that look like they literally found themselves in a trash. I literally see women like this. Their breast is over here, their behind is over there. They have all these layers. They wearing a crop top. Like, they're scaring everybody around. They have this thing on their head, this little nightcap, bonnet, I think it's called, and they're just walking around, and they look like trash. They treat themselves like trash, and they're hoping that somebody is going to be very kind, which a lot of people are kind, but when you treat yourself like trash, what do you expect? When you treat yourself like trash, when every day you wake up and you make a choice to treat yourself like trash, what do you think is going to happen? And these are the kind of women that usually gives me looks, because I don't leave my house unless I am not put together. And the only time you will see me outside not put together, if I have a pneumonia, there is apocalypse, my loved one have a fever, something is on fire, and alarms are going off. That's the only time you're gonna catch me outside looking like who did it and why. That's the only time. So the most hateful looks, not always, but often, I get from the women that roll out of their bed, put clothes that not even women's clothes, that 10 sizes, not their size, and they may angry and they're mad. You guys, men in my chat, you may not understand, but as women, we feel good when we feel put together, when we feel beautiful, we feel good about ourselves. I understand you cannot change your body in one day. You cannot change certain things. Not everybody is born perfect and beautiful, but you can always say when a woman takes care of herself. We can always say it. A woman who takes care of herself, she truly loves and accepts herself. She looks with love at other women. Some of you guys, if you haven't seen, I post a photo in my community section. I was out with my friend Lana. We were at the Great Gatsby performance. We both were wearing glamorous outfits. I should have camera on me clipped because the amount of people, men, women, old, young, all the ethnicities, all of the countries, the amount of women that were approaching us, loving on us, even men, older men, younger men, people that everybody was inspired. And there was a lot of actually good looking people there at the performance. Many people put themselves together, but we went far, putting the Great Gatsby style outfits. When you are filled with joy, love, and creativity, you look at another woman like a piece of art. My friend Lana reached out to me and she said, "Do you have a net? You know, the net for the facial net? Do you have a fur wrap and things like this?" And I told her, of course I do. It's literally my business. So I brought the matching nets, the matching furs, and we both felt like $1,000,000 for entire night. Make everyone's mood. People were coming to us because they felt inspired. They had so much fun just observing, just traveling in time, looking at our outfits. A woman that is excited, that is in creative mode, she's always full of life. She doesn't look at another woman as an enemy. She feels bad that the other woman hurting her. She feels bad that the other woman around allow men to use her. She feels bad for it. She's not happy. A lot of your friends that tell you, yeah, girl, you look great. You're doing too much. When you start put yourself together, doing your makeup, losing weight, working out, you're doing too much. Look at those friends. They're not genuine. They're not telling you the truth. This is for ladies in chat. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Bob and Jay, Bob New Jersey, thank you so much for the super chat. And he says, "Can we clone you?" Well, maybe in the future. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have to say, I am not the only one who feels this way. As you know, I come from more traditional culture, and my outlook is not unique. In fact, some of my friends, they don't even understand why I have to talk about it. They're like, really? People need to know? They don't know this? So I'm dreaming, hoping to bring some of my friends to sit like this close by and talk about bringing beauty back to life here in US. By the way, we went to see ballet, and ballet was so beautiful. I ran into some people I knew, and I learned that the ballet was completely Eastern European. That was all the dancers were either from Russia or Ukraine, but they are descendants of Russian and Ukrainian people here in US. And well, some came here at a young age, some were born here, but the ballet was so beautiful. I think that American ballet is could be amazing as well, but when I was watching it, I felt something, and I wasn't wrong. But again, I don't think that there is incorrect way to do art. It's just our ballerines, they are usually like very miniature. In American ballet, you allow a bit more diversity of women, which I think is also beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Anything that brings art and expressiveness is fabulous. Let me read a couple more comments, and we're gonna listen to some more clips, and welcome everyone who is stopping by. Yes, you're right. We're not gonna worry about the haters. But the thing is, when somebody has a good points, I don't mind going and talking about it. But when a woman says that she does what she wants with her body, let me explain this. I can go color my hair blonde tomorrow. I can color my lips blue. I mean, I wouldn't, but I could. I can color my nails yellow. This is my body, yes. I mean, I don't want to hurt it. I don't want to destroy it, but I could. But I could not do that to a child. It doesn't matter the location of the child, if it's in the mother's womb or it's somewhere, I don't know, in Texas or California or New York. It doesn't matter the location, like you said. It doesn't matter. It's a new life with its own DNA. That's it. That's all. That's it. For women who don't get it, once again, when you have a fetus developing in your body, that's a completely separate being. It needs you to survive unless you rip it out from your body. It absolutely needs you, but it's absolute new being, independent from you. 18 years from now, it will be an adult. If you let that adult survive. The most dangerous place of a child should not be in his mother's belly. Somebody said it, I don't remember who. But it's supposed to be the most safest, the most safe, the most sacred place is for a new tiny little baby in the mother's womb. The womb is made this way where the life develops. It should be the most safest, the most sacred place. You know, it's really easy to have an opinion when your mother decided to have you and didn't discard you in a biological garbage can, biological waste garbage can. It's really to have an opinion, you know. You wouldn't have it if your mom decided otherwise. Thank you, Brian Modest. He said, I love your energy and vibes. Thank you, Brian. Welcome. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I bet she cooks good. I love cooking as well. Thank you. I also love men who can cook. I think it's so attractive. Okay, we're gonna ignore the ignorance. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm looking at the comments. Okay, guys, you're flattering me. I'm gonna have pink cheeks. So yes, we can try to clone at some point, yes. I'm sure that you will find a woman that reflects your that reflects things that you would like to have. I would like to attract such women to my channel so you all can meet. Can we do that? Can we attract all the beautiful women to my channel? CJ Jensen is saying, to me, a woman is beautiful with a backpack and her perfume is a campfire smoke. Hey, why not? Beautiful as well. Very beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love the nature. I'm not super camping girl, but once in a while I do wear casual and I do enjoy time in the forest. Beautiful. I like fashion and makeup. It's fun. Yes, it sure is. I'm originally from Kiev, Ukraine. Thank you, James Baker. I appreciate you. Thank you. I've learned what I needed to learn, Monkey. You are $1 billion, baby. Thank you. I love that. Hopefully, may I have a small fraction of that? We had this cartoon when a mother says to a child, you are so precious. You worth billions to me, millions to me. And the child is like, may I have a fraction of that? If I work so much, I really do work so much. So may I have a fraction of that so I can buy a dog? Moral standards, values, God, yes. A breath of fresh air. Thank you, Ben Norse. I'll be glad. Just be glad you're here. Couldn't be much worse. Just be glad you're here, monkey. You are on the verge of not being here. Or maybe you mean about the baby. I'm sorry. If you mean about life, I thought you were talking to me. Because very often, the party of love and acceptance tell me to go home, even though I am home. Man, like she looks right through you. Yes, I do sometimes. All right, let's listen to something. Mikey. Hey, Mikey. Well, I have been live for almost every day except for the weekend. Wow, you're the most beautiful woman ever. Yes, I know. Thank you. All right, let's listen to the clip. Okay. I don't know where did I. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. It's this one clip in particular that I wanted to play. All right. Just a second. Oh man, this is not it. Just a second, guys.
We can agree with that.
Okay. Okay.
I would. Do you have a right to life once you exist?
Yes, but then the argument is
Well, you
when
said
does life
yes.
begin?
Well, no. So then answer me the question. I mean, when I believe life begins at not just what I believe, what science reflects. Human development starts at conception. We can agree with that.
Human development, sure, yeah.
Okay, no. But if it's human development, then it's human life. You have to find another word other than life.
Yeah.
So tell me what word besides life you would use.
To describe like conceptives, or
Yeah,
like
but no, it's conception.
conception.
When it's fetus, whatever. What word other than alive? Because it's not dead. Because you could agree it's not dead because it has a heartbeat and DNA and the cells are forming and they're splitting. So if it's not alive and it's not dead, what word would you use?
I wouldn't necessarily call it alive. I wouldn't necessarily call it dead. I think there's a distinction. I wouldn't label it with one word just because it's like I don't have.
But let's think about this more deeply because I can tell you're smart. We actually always exist on the binary of alive or dead.
Yeah, I mean.
So then you have to choose. It's either dead or alive. There isn't a third option. If you want to create one, you can go to the science department here and argue that. But what is the third option other than alive and dead?
I would say the one thing I want to say is viability. I know I'm kind of dodging it, but like.
No, I know you are dodging it because I just, and I'm not trying to pinpoint you. Just to close the thought, then we can go to viability. Abortionists cannot answer this question ever because there is not a third option.
Yeah.
You are either alive or dead. It is a binary of existence, right? Now you could be supportive when you are alive, meaning you might need to have medicine or you might need to have a ventilator, but you are still alive by all objective measurements, or you are dead. So when a human being is going on the process of human development in utero, it technically, of course, is alive, and therefore it's a human life, but we use all this different kind of trappings and language to try to dehumanize the being. Do you have a right to life once you exist?
Yes, but then the argument.
There is no argument. Paul says that accent. Kylie, welcome back. I need to learn how to cook. I know little but not much. I want to learn how to make everything myself. You know what? It is such a fun process to do it. Look at it as fun, as a new hobby, as a creative thing. Use some YouTube, free recipes, and have so much fun with it. What do you guys have? Do you have thoughts, comments on this clip? Hey Frankie, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the kind words. I see you. I see you. I woke up in heaven. That's how it feels. Good for you, James. Kylie says she loves outdoors. We might have a match right here. All right. Yeah, I mean, there is no third. You is a dead or you're alive. That's it. There is all there is to it. Thank you, my darling. Um, yeah, trolls are getting out of control, but that's okay. That's okay. That is okay, and that is fine. All right, let's listen to some more.
How do you feel about being called a fascist? I don't care being lied about. Why is it a lie? Because I'm not a fascist. I believe in a free society. Let me ask you, who's the fascist? The guy that's smiling in the sun, or the 500 people barking trying to prevent me from speaking? How do you feel about being called a fascist? I don't.
Is America the greatest country in the world?
Absolutely not.
If you were offered a one-way ticket to leave the country, never come back, but it's all expenses paid, would you accept that offer?
I don't think that I would leave. I wouldn't leave either.
Is America the
Yeah, exactly. Um, thank you. You're welcome, James Baker. Welcome, welcome. She looks like a hot 1980s Dynasty guest star. Thank you. You know, Dynasty is, oh my gosh. Before I came to America, I thought that ladies are going to look like they looked in Dynasty. I have to admit, I watched the Dynasty and I thought, oh my gosh, how beautiful these women are. And it's kind of ironic because right now I have a shop where I sell furs, uh, vintage furs, retro fashion accessories, and they are like that. And it's my favorite thing. I love the glamour and I will never change. So thank you for the great compliment, Joe. I appreciate that. Okay, okay. It's okay, my darling. Don't worry. Yes. Thank you, Leo. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member as well. Thank you. Yes, I have my Instagram. I do mostly retro fashion things on my Instagram. So check it out if you want to send me a message. You can also find me on Instagram with Veronica Olson Live Talks. I haven't developed that page yet, but if you want to connect with me, you can send a message. But the best way to connect with me is to go to my email consultveronica@gmail.com if you need help with something, if you are struggling with ladies, if you don't understand why ladies do not respond to you, I can help you. I have been consulting men for many years, those men who wanted to meet a beautiful Eastern European woman or traditional woman in general, men who lost the art of courting, men who needed help to understand how to pursue a woman who is more traditional. I have done that for many, many years and I'm really good at doing that. I am consulting again, so feel free to reach out. Also, if you just have a couple questions, you want to have a mini consultation and you want to have my discounted classes, you can subscribe to my coffee site. You can make like one-time contribution and ask your question. I will respond to you directly. Or you can sign on a coffee site and be a subscriber. I'm going to be releasing some lessons, some it's going to be some live calls and things like this. And if you signed for a second tier and up, you getting some freebies with your subscription. So but one of the best ways and simple ways to support the channel is simply be here, writing comments that make sense. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it and share it. So it doesn't always involve going extra mile. It's just when you do it, it does make me feel very, very appreciated. I wish that I would find this was one video that I really want to play and I cannot find it. Let me Oh man.
Yeah. Males should have to contribute just as much to a female's pregnancy if she is going to carry
Fair,
said thing.
fair. Therefore, if a woman is going to have an abortion, is it 50% the man's decision?
I believe that they should, like, at least be able to, like, have a say. But that
How
is
big are they
my
say, like
personal
10%
opinion.
or 20%?
In the end, it is a female's body, and they have the right to decide what they do with their body.
Just to play that out, if the baby is a baby girl in there,
Wait. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm so sorry.
a woman.
I'm sorry guys that one ended. I think it got cut off with my I have
Reason and Western tradition.
Okay.
Biting it has a. It's not like I'm not like anti-waffle. I'm not like a
Oh, that's a
not like
silly question. He asked about pancakes and waffles. I'm sorry, that's not.
I was born into a really bad and negative childhood. I went on to thankfully be adopted and put into a better place. And I realized that with the people that are pro-choice, they think it would have been better for me to not have been born because of the torture that I went through being a kid. But I am really happy that I'm alive. And even though the first 6 years of my life were awful and I'll forever have some scars from that, I'm so happy to be alive.
What's your name?
Ariel.
I want everyone to hear that you were born in terrible circumstances, but you still have life.
Yes.
And you want other people to have life.
Yes.
And who are we to say that abortion is okay just because someone might have a tough life?
No one.
It's
no one can
never
say that.
okay, and you're a living testament to that.
I was born into a really bad and negative.
Look at this
Why was
girl.
Hitler wrong?
Look at this girl.
To me? I mean, to
No.
People deserve to be. People have a right to life. People have a right to life.
Since you're pro-choice, should a mom be able to choose?
Okay, yeah. Already played that one. Ma'am, you are rude. No, I'm not rude, I'm honest. In thousands years, people will remember Charlie Kirk. Yes, I agree. Um, erasing humanity through abortion. Abortion America is the worst genocide in history. Yes, CCGB. It's really, really so scary. Yes, anyway, well, what can I tell you? I just think let me put some background music. I want to share some thoughts with you because I feel inspired by Charlie Kirk. I really am. I feel very much inspired by him. And one of the things that I am doing and I'll be doing even more is talking to beautiful young women that are just starting their life, that are just starting their journey. I have some family members. I have baby girls. I have friends. I have a lot of people that have children, and I think that something so beautiful about being a girl when early on you learn about your value. Any woman, any young lady, when she learns her value, how precious she is, when she learns it very, very early, she will not agree to let any man be next to her. she will not agree. um, she will not be a subject for promiscuity. She will not be a subject for community service, if you know what I mean, for men. She will have requirements and she will have demands from a man. A man has to prove himself before he can even touch a woman. Unfortunately, a lot of Western feminists, they don't understand this. They think that it's empowerment for women to be sexually promiscuous, where it really is the opposite of that, because you get hurt, you get used, and then you get discarded. And then you have these scars, you try to hide your scars, you get tattoos, you get green hair, you destroy your body, you gain ton of weight, so you become unattractive to normal men, to good, to decent men. And then I want to debunk the whole myth of lesbians. There is no lesbians. Most women are not attracted to each other. I'm gonna tell you that. The only reason why normal girls, absolutely normal girls, claims that they are lesbians is because they are, they were led away from their essence. They were influenced pretty badly, and honestly, they destroy their faces, bodies, and they are no longer attractive for men. I've seen it, I've observed it. I've met a girl who was, when she was a preteen, she said, I dream to have a love story like my grandma. Then I met her in her early teens. She'd done all these things to her body with green hair, tattoos, and piercings, and all of this, ruined herself. And then now she's having a girlfriend. It's just a way to run away from relationship, and it's a runaway. It's a way to kind of cover the failures that men are not attracted to you. Like, imagine being 18, 19 years old and already have a destroyed body, destroyed. So it's actually very, very sad. It's very, very sad, but 99% out of the lesbian movement, it's a complete lie. As women, we enjoy each other's company. Do I have friends that I want to hang out day and night? Yes. Do I sometimes I have more fun with my very special girlfriends? Hell yeah. Because we speak languages that men don't even, can't even imagine what we talk about. If you hear it, you will think we speak Chinese, because we have our interest, we have our passion for art, for beauty. You will never understand what we talk about. But can being with a woman substitute being with a man? I think it's just such a joke and such a waste of time and precious years of a woman. It's like you're living with your girlfriend. Well, this is great, but has nothing to do, nothing compared to being with a man. I'm sorry. That's how nature had intended us. This is how nature had intended us to be. I look at it as a joke, you know. I actually was with my friend Lana. We were at this one event, and there was couple ladies that were kind of into this whole lesbian movement, and they're getting married, and we just looking at them like, try not to laugh challenge. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes ladies get together and they have these social how you call it, social partners, that's completely different. But a lot of women have this escapism, they have trauma, maybe they get sexually abused or something like this. There is a lot of trauma. So sometimes it's very unfortunate circumstance push a woman toward another woman, because this is just not, wait, I'm sorry, this is just not a real thing. My light is dead, but I hope you can still see me. It's just not even a real thing. But most women here in US, I've noticed this, from a very early age, they are ruining their body, coloring their hair gray. I mean, not gray, blue and green, and they ruin their appearance, and so they couldn't get a man that they would really want to, because men that they would really want to, they don't want to be with somebody who looks like this, who acts like this. So they're like, yeah, actually I'm bisexual, actually I have a girlfriend. I'm telling you, that's just so, I mean, it's sad, but my friend Lana and me, we couldn't help but laugh. We didn't even say a word. We were just like, okay, if you say so, because it is laughable. I'm sorry, but it is. But it's sad. I shouldn't be laughing because it's sad. I'm sorry. God is punishing me for joking. Okay, I promise. I promise. I wouldn't. Taking a break, guys. Okay, I will not be laughing. I'm not laughing with evil intent when I see women that I'm just like, what? Seriously? Can you just have a play date and a sleepover? Why do you need to marry a woman? It's not, she cannot do nothing to you. I'm sorry. Let's not pretend like it can be anything to talk about. Laughing at gay people? My, what a great character you have. Yeah, I have an amazing character actually. I really do. I am laughing because they're actually not really gay. They just no longer wanted by the opposite gender. Because when I met them before, they were totally heterosexual and normal. But when they hear LGBTQ agenda convincing them that they are gay and they don't get any response from men, they decided, oh, we're gonna be cool. We're gonna be lesbians. They're not no lesbians. If they would have a man tomorrow coming in their life, a handsome, strong, powerful man, they would ditch their girlfriend in seconds. It wouldn't be even a peep. The girlfriend would be to the side. Move to the side immediately. Listen, when we meet a man that does it for us, I'm sorry, but all the friendships becoming like all the sleepovers with girls is a thing of the past. Sorry. Who said that and what did they say, David? Women are absolutely sacred. Thank you. Yes. Women are intended and were made to be sacred. Yes. Yes. Uh, Thank you, CCGB. Yes, if you guys want to have access to all my videos, you can consider being a member. And of course, when you're a member, your message is also a priority. Women love men, trust me. We are made this way. We are made this way. What can I tell you? We were made for each other. Thank you, Tristan Cooper. I'm looking to continue and make it better and learn. It's not easy to start something over, but I have so much passion for it, so I hope that it will keep going. Thank you. I really appreciate your kind words, Tristan. Thank you. Thank you, CCGB. You are, as always, having my back. I'm gonna try to find a couple more clips to listen to. I know that not everybody join in the beginning. Some people join and have to go. Some people join later. I might have to do another video really diving in the energy of how that women are sacred. I think it would be more video for women though. David says no green hair, not for me, thanks. Thank you, Brian Gregory. I appreciate it. Men aren't designed to think that way. Women try to force it on men to the point where we think in the Garden of Eden it was snake God made for men to marry. Oh, I don't know. Well, you know what? If you want to have intimacy, if you want to have all the things but no responsibility, congratulations, you are a toddler. If you want to have access to all the sacred things, you want to be intimate with a woman, you don't want to take no responsibility after, good for you. You are an adult grown toddler. Welcome. I only believe in real things. Yes. You are at the right place then. All right, let's listen to something else. Toddler, yeah. Like, I just love those grown toddler. Well, why do I need to provide, like, I think she's capable, she's a grown up. Why do I need to commit? I'm sorry, this is not, you're gonna hate this channel if you're a grown toddler. Toddlers are not, well, not our, well, toddlers may or may not enjoy this channel, but they need it the most. How many genders are
So
they?
unlimited. Can I be a bobcat?
Okay.
Legitimately. How many genders are there?
How many society wants to decide?
So unlimited. Can I be a bobcat?
If you want to identify as a bobcat, then I will support you.
Can I be a black person?
I don't know about that. That's not really true.
You're okay with
Bobcat,
identification fluidity then?
but you're a bobcat. Tell me about that.
No, I said, can I be a bobcat? Maybe
You wanna
now
be
I'm
a
a
bobcat?
fox.
Nah, you're not a fox, dude.
Do you understand how things can quickly drift into societal chaos
you're just
when
kinda
you
like
ignore
making
chromosomal
shit up.
structure?
You don't understand.
What don't I understand?
So, if you can be any gender, could you be a bobcat? Could you be a panther? Could you be an elephant? Then he asked, could I identify as I'm black? Can I identify as I'm Latina? Can I identify as I'm Asian? I mean, you're gonna look stupid. That's it. You're going to look very stupid. You also mocking the person you're trying to identify, You're really mocking them. When a man says, I'm a woman, he taken my birthright. You are not a woman. You cannot give birth. You don't have the same privileges that I do. I love being a woman. I would never want not to be a woman. I'm blessed to be born to be a woman. But when a man trying to tell me that he's a woman, he needs to use my bathroom, he wants to try my clothes, I'm sorry. You are mocking womanhood. And in this case, okay, so you say you can identify, and Charlie Kirk says, can I identify as a black man? He says, oh, well, that is tricky. Why? It's actually, you are closer to change your race than changing your gender. I think changing gender is harder than changing your race on the outside. Yeah, it's like a Halloween pretend to be something else. Brian, thank you. I like your sense of humor. Brian says you identify as gorgeous. Just saying. Thank you. You're funny.
And enlightenment.
Gender's a social construct.
Prove it. How many genders are there?
Depends on how many people want to have.
How many do you want?
Whatever people feel legitimately comfortable with.
Okay,
Like,
two.
I'm not going to. Well, then you can be whatever one you want.
Yeah.
That could be your gender.
Do you see how quickly they descend into pejoratives and ad hominem attacks? How many genders are there?
Yeah. Yeah. How many genders? Two. Okay. Simple. Simple. Very, very simple. Wait. Oi! Look with me. Yes, it's definitely not the rocket science. No, it's not. While there is no precise daily figure, estimates indicate. What are you talking about? Numbers? People, the deaths of what? Yes, so I think one of the most effective ways and beautiful ways to prevent all these problems, all these issues is when you're a father or you're a mother, you have beautiful girls, talking about girls today, you absolutely have to raise them in such environment that will encourage their self-worth, um, that they truly, truly enjoy being a little woman, doing feminine things, doing beautiful things. It is so, so important because in schools, in public schools, they're doing everything for women to abandon their nature, to abandon their calling, to abandon who they were supposed to be. You know, if you look at a lot of teenager girls and boys wearing the same clothes, having the same hobbies, playing the same sports. I look at this, I'm like, why don't you have ballet? Why don't you have belly dancing? Why don't you have more gymnastic, more feminine sports? Why is that we have girls playing all these games where they get hurt in sports even? Why girls wrestle? Why girls? I mean, of course there are exceptions. You know, there are exceptions. There are girls that do UFC and martial arts, but those should be not more than 5%. Truly different. I don't deny it. If you were born this way, oh well, you're gonna do what you were meant to be doing. But I'm just saying that having feminine habits, falling in love with being a woman is forming a little girl. When you cook with your mom, when you dress up with your mom, when you ruin your mother's makeup, when you try on your mother's dresses when she's not at home, when you doing all these things, ladies, don't be mean to your daughters or nieces. When a little girl is trying to put your heels on, when she's trying to take your purse, when she's using your very expensive makeup that you bought for yourself, and she's made doing this is not something to be mad at. It's a normal expression of creativity. I get a lot of comments here, oh, why do you always have your lipstick, why you always have your eyeliner? Because I'm a woman, because I enjoy being a woman, because it's my right to be creative. I love being creative. I love the way that I can express myself. I like my artful side. It's always there. It's always there. When I don't have it, I feel lost because every day a woman that is creative, she can be a slightly different woman. She can wear many hats. I call it the caterpillar and the butterfly. You know, sometimes you wake up in the morning, you are tired, you had so much going on, but then, you know, you have your time to rest and create, and it's a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing to be a woman. I was naturally attracted to femininity from the third grade on. As a man, I don't understand wanting anything else. Yes, it's just natural. It just comes to us. It's not even a hard choice, it's just in us. It's hard trying to be something you are not. Easier to be yourself. Yes. Why would you go upstream and lose when you can go downstream and win? Thank you, Brian Gregory. No, the opposite. Men need to be man. Yes, men need to be man. Yes, I agree. Quit trying to slide in her DMs. Oh my goodness. It's that way for both sides. It's been promoted in our workplaces. Yeah, it's biology, it really is. Okay. Well, I think my time controlling app is about to come on, so the show will end shortly. Oh my goodness. Thank you, CCGB. Thank you, darling, for being here. For those who live on the other side of the ocean, you know, on the other side of the pond, if you say, um, I will be going live also at random times in early in the noon, sometimes in the morning. We'll see, you know. It's a trial and error here. Не знаю, Анатолий. Вам нужно? Если нужно, обращайтесь. Найдем обязательно. So, ой, ой, let's see if there was anything else. Oh, this is. Did you guys know that Charlie Kirk was his like ancestors were from Poland? Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. I just learned that recently. No topic. We are ending. We are wrapping up. No topic. We're just hanging out. Okay, I have something else.
Wrong here that women should prioritize family and children way above career, that they should try to find their husband before they're 25, that they should try to get married way younger. Having children, I believe, is a blessing of the Lord. It's the most amazing thing. You should try to have as many children as you can. Much more important than traveling to Thailand or having a big apartment or a bunch of cats. Having children are a gift from the Lord. Young ladies, they need to be very clear about what they're expecting in a man and date with the intent to marry and not just date to, have a good time.
Yes, I agree, sir. I agree.
The third option other than a lot.
Yeah, the idea that women can have a prostate is insane. You know, I was in. Yes, I know. Beautiful advice, David. Yes. I was in Mexico last spring, and we went to Chichen Itza, you know, the pyramid. And it was so interesting because everything there was built on masculine and feminine, yin and yang. Their entire system, everything was built that way. So it was so interesting to see it. It was interesting to see that all the ancient wisdom came from logic, from polarity between men and women based on feminine and masculine. I was listening in awe. I actually recorded a few things, and it was just so beautiful. We got this amazing man who was in uh, amazing man. His name is Santiago. He is a tour guide, and he was so phenomenal. He really was able to show, to tell us, to help us travel in time, in Mayan civilization. It was so beautiful. And yes, all those amazing things, mysterious things, were based on feminine and masculine. When the people try to undermine the feminine and masculine, the very base of everything, um, they really try to truly ruin all of our foundation, the foundation of how this world function, physically, spiritually, in a productive. It's kills the productivity, when women need to hustle and become men, and becoming so masculine, develop so much cortisol that they're losing themselves and get completely burned out. And then for men, becoming so feminized, so feminine, that they don't even know what they want. They remain a toddler till their late 40s, 50s, and further. So all of this is meant to break down our beautiful society. I believe that every person can make their personal choice. You may not meet the person you want on time. You may decide to take a decision for you, but be very careful when you advise somebody to go against their nature. That what scares me about school. That what scares me about the universities, that they literally advise people to go against their nature. That is very alarming thing. Yes, it's life is unpredictable. I'm saying this is something ideal, this is something beautiful, but not everyone meeting somebody on time. There are so many life scenarios, but everything that Charlie Kirk is saying, he's saying that in terms of to strive for it. You know how they say, shoot for the moon, reach the stars? Yes, I'm Indian. Couldn't you tell? No, I identify as Indian. I'm sorry. I identify. I would be a very expensive bride in India. If I would look like this, born in India, man, I'll be broadcasting from a mansion covered with emeralds and diamonds. Yes, definitely. I feel Indian. So actually, I am Indian. So yes, I would be in total glam. By the way, I must say, I love the stones and the diamonds and the silk. I would love to travel sometime, but I need a person. I need to travel as a group. I identify with sack of potatoes. Yes, I hope you like it crispy. Yeah, exactly. I'm a little bit Indian today, just a little bit. Thank you, Dartel Omega. I appreciate you. Um. Well, somebody asked me if I was Indian, so I guess I could be, right? You can be anybody. Oh, actually, I find Indian women, some of the Indian women, so beautiful to me. I mean, those, what's her name? Ashwarya Rai. Of course, she's like one of the stars. But sometimes I would see, when I was a child, we would have these Indian movies. And some of the women there are so beautiful. It's just unreal. Of course, you know, they search for finding such beautiful just women, and men too. There are some handsome men there too, but some women are just so beautiful, and oh wow. I think that in every ethnicity, every nationality, there are just masterpieces. You know, like we all, I think once in a while, everyone is beautiful in its own way, but once in a while, you see somebody extraordinary and you just like, takes your breath away. Takes your breath away. Someone who really, really wanted to be here tonight is not able to join, but you know what? We'll plan for the next time. We'll plan for the next time. You like women more than men? It depends on which context. Going shopping, having fun, yes. Having talking about art and fashion, yes. But other things, no. New sub, I love your accent, very beautiful. Can't always judge a book by its cover. I believe it's what's in the heart. Thank you, countryman. Countryman, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Is Ukrainian food better than Georgian? Okay, that's a tough question. Georgian food is phenomenal, and so is Ukrainian. I'm gonna make a confession. I like Georgian food no less than I love Ukrainian, and I'm Ukrainian. I'm from Ukraine. I'm Russian and Ukrainian both. But I love Georgian food. We actually have only one restaurant, Georgian restaurant that I know of, and man, I really need to go there. Maybe sometime when it gets colder and you really crave that savory food. But I love them both. It's just I love them both, but I must admit I love them probably equally because Georgian food is to die for. It really, really is. I'm both Russian and Ukrainian. Before it didn't matter, but now it's a whole big can of worms. Yeah, Georgian food is. I don't mean Georgia in US. I mean Georgia in Georgia, country Georgia, not state Georgia. I don't fried chicken. No, 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 no. That's not Georgia I'm talking about. Georgian food will blow your mind. Well, some people don't know geography, so Mexican food is amazing. Yes. Okay, guys, stop talking about food. I'm so hungry. You are so cruel. You guys are so very cruel to me. I actually wanted to eat something, but I was rushing because I promised you that I'll be here in the evening, and so I didn't eat. I love Indian food. I like Mexican food. I like Eastern European food. We are having small talk. I'm allowing everybody have a small talk. Ask me anything, except maybe for two personal questions. Maybe 5 more minutes. My app is about to lock. Hey Veronica, have you ever tried? Yes, I did. I love it. Kirk said women belong to men, they have to be resubmitted. Well, you know, show a man that you can belong to. That's the issue. Women love to follow, women love to uh submit to the right man, you know. It's a natural. It's not like submit like you're a slave of anybody. Woman is not your slave, not your servant. A woman is your helper. A woman is your support. A woman is something so beautiful that's no man can give you what a woman can give and bring. You know, you can tell everybody everything, but something that woman, that's why men do crazy things for women. There isn't ain't nobody who can change that, who can replace a woman for a man. My eyes are red. Why do you think they are red? Have you looked at the time? Spent 4 months in Georgia. The bread and dumplings, unbelievable. Oh my gosh, don't tell me about Georgia. Don't tell me. It's one of my most favorite countries in the world. I'm hoping to visit, but I'm a bit concerned because of the circumstance. But Georgia is the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful countries in the world. I'm bad at geography. Yeah, I hear you. You're not alone. Paul, I'm envious. I've been to Kafkas, but it's been a long time ago. I love Kafkas, and hopefully Russians will get rid of the dictator at some point so we can live life again. And so as Ukrainians. Hopefully we can get rid of two evil midgets, so we can travel and do things that we love doing. Miss Geography, I never knew that knowing geography is some special skill. I never knew that. Well, anyway, my dear friends, I think yes, I should go. I've been talking about how secret women are. I think I need to go and have some relaxation. We will see about our lives. Oh, thank you. Somebody sent me a Cashapp. Thank you so much. John, is it Jonathan? Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. He says thank you for coming on, beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate the message that you add. Okay, please check an email. Okay, I will check an email. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Somebody is asking me what is the difference between yeah, it's just a different ways how you can support the channel. It's just different. It has its own. Ой, Анатолий, тут человек может умереть до того, как вы кому-нибудь отправите рубль. It's already known. Anatoly is saying like you're welcome. Not don't mention it, but there are certain people that they die before they support somebody. But that's okay. um that's why I was talking to my moderators, and I tell them that we can really have eventually an amazing chat, because we can just do the members thing. We can just do things when only members can comment, and so it will be a beautiful clean chat, because people who are trolls, they will literally drink vinegar with vodka half and half before they support anyone. So once we are a little bit further in the building the channel, we're going to do those things so we can enjoy. I guess you're not actually in Russia right now, because if you were, you wouldn't be streaming this and make it out alive. Yeah, probably not. But I'm not. I am not from Russia. I'm originally from Ukraine, and I live in US for a long time now. And only Russians tell me that I have absolutely awful English, that my accent is horrific, and I'm just so not smart, and I should be hiding behind the chair. It's this never fails, Unfortunately, Slavic culture have its downsides, and in Slavic culture, Eastern European, no matter what country, we have this bucket, crab in the bucket. If somebody is trying to do something, say something, they speak English, they kind of go international, the crab in the bucket effect, they will immediately put you down, pull you down, call you names, tells them that you just shouldn't even exist. We have this major jealousy in our Slavic culture, unfortunately. Not everybody like this. Some people would root for you and support you, of course, but I don't understand it. For me, if I see somebody from my country is doing something beautiful, I am 10. I don't know, I am the biggest fan. Да что Франк? Франк уже ушел, Анатолий. Франк уже обиделся и ушел. Все. Всем привет. Russell, welcome. I'm about to go, but welcome, welcome. Okay, anybody who is making a marriage offer need to prove their intentions, okay? Oh Боже. Ой. All right, my beautiful friends. I want to wish you a restful night. Thank you so much for joining. Oh yeah, okay, one more like. Let's get 100 likes. I am originally from Ukraine. Thank you. If I can't fall asleep, I need to go do a few things. If I can't fall asleep, I'll see you in my dreams. I'm gonna go live in my dreams. Haha. um, it's not Ukrainia, it's Ukraine. Thank you, Dale. Yes, I know it is beautiful. I know that. I know, and not being not being arrogant, but I've lived enough to see the crab effect. The crab effect is always there. I don't know why people do that. I want to leave you with a beautiful message. When you see somebody trying to do something, before you put them down, before you criticize them, yes, they have imperfections. They may have an accent. They may not have appearance you would like them to have. They may not speak clearly. But when you see somebody doing something, what is that in you that you want to put them down for? Is that because you don't have the courage to ever show your face? Is that because you feel left out? Is that because you wish you would have your own space where you can express yourself? 9 out of 10, that is the reason why you want to put someone down, because you don't have the courage to do something. And when somebody, maybe a lot less talented than you, maybe not as good looking as you, is doing something, it makes you look and feel bad because, oh wow, somebody who is maybe much worse position than you are is doing something you don't have courage to do. That is the main reason why people put each other down. And the thing is, the beauty is in the eye of a beholder. I think that there are so many different ways of self-expression. I often see channels, I may not even agree with them, I may not even like the topic, but I see the person, I see their personality, and I think they are amazing. Maybe not for me, but I'm not gonna write in the comment, hey, you ugly. It's like, who does that? Okay, we are about to get cut off. View channel, yes. It is difficult. It is a difficult idea to pursue and make success. Yes, it's a very difficult idea. Yes, you really need to love it, because you have high days, you have low days. It's not like you have a job and somebody you have, you get paid to abandon your dreams. When you're doing something on your own, it takes a lot of courage, a lot of disappointment. Um, but if you really love it, you can never lose, because even if you don't get paid, even if you don't get famous, not everybody wants to be famous. You have a great time. You really need to love it so much that even if you don't get another dollar, another cent, you still will do it. So that is a beautiful thing about it. If you don't like it that much and you want to make money, you're probably not going to be successful, because um it has to be intrinsic motivation, like a burning desire to connect with people, burning desire to make conversation, burning desire to love through the screen. If you don't have that, you might as well do something else where you're going to get paid 100%, or you going to develop. But I always put likes, I always write a comment when I see somebody's trying to do something. If you come to your dreams only... What? Ты думала, будет фан, да, фана не будет. Как печально. You can look at the idea of the channel in the description of the channel. All right, my dear friends, thank you so very much for coming today. CCGB, thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for being such an amazing moderator. Thank you for the kind words you just wrote. And thank you for sharing the idea of the channel. Yes. We're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about emotional intelligence. We're going to talk about practical tips. And I'm also going to have lessons for men because most of the times men men could use some help when it comes to communication with women, and I'm very passionate about it. So maybe tomorrow I will make a live something that will have practical advice and suggestions for men for communication, emotional intelligence, encouragement to be in your polarity, to not trying to conform to the culture. When you show up masculine and strong, we are like butterflies to a fire. Не знаю, Анатолий, вы еще здесь? Напишите, как мы любим сильных мужчин. Вот есть у нас это. We truly are attracted. I'm asking Anatoly to confirm. We truly do love masculine men. That's just what it is. We just love men in Eastern Europe. And we find it, we're like a moth to a flame. Butterflies to a fire. Yeah, butterflies is more pretty. So butterflies to a fire. Yes. Or butterflies to a flower. Yes, we love men. We talk about the most compelling subject, men and women. Yes, men and women, that's my topic. I don't know what it is, but it's always here. It's always with me. It's always on me. And I will try to come live at different times as well. Some of my lives going to be shorter, some longer. I'm figuring this all over again. My channel was shadow banned for a while, demonetized for a while, but things are coming on. I have my super chats are back, my monetization is back, my exposure is getting better. But in the end of the day, I don't care if it's only one person whose life will change after these conversations. I would be very happy and satisfied. So thank you so much for being here, everyone. Have a beautiful night. I will see you very soon. Thank you for stopping by. If you consider to subscribe, I'm very honored when you do so. Thank you. I will see you very soon. Have a good night, everyone. Oi. Oi, oi, oi.